channel. My name's Anna. Today I wanted to, I was going to talk to you guys about my Make9 project, which is going on over on Instagram. A lot of people are using the hashtag Make9, and what they do is they choose 9 patterns from their stash and make different things. I chose 9 patterns and I did want to share it on here, but I've actually decided, because last week, well, 2 weeks ago I think, sorry, I've been intending to make this video for about the last 3 or 4 days, but life keeps kind of exploding and I end up with far too much to do. So yeah, my last video, I said I was going to make a named saunio cardigan to do with the Sew My Style challenge, which is being hosted by Alex Bartholomew of Bluebird Fabrics. I got it right this time. But yeah, this is February's challenge, was the saunio cardigan, and I wasn't going to show it until the end of the month, even though I'd already finished it, because that's part of the challenge. People make it and then they wait till the end of the month and then they show their make and obviously use the appropriate hashtags so that everybody else joining in can see it as well. But the thing is, I've actually I put a little sneak preview of this on Instagram, and I've had quite a few people message me saying that they were the same as me. I put on there that I was a bit dubious about this pattern. It just didn't seem like it was my kind of thing. I'm not really into 3/4 length sleeves. It's quite a boxy shape, and the front kind of is supposed to just wrap over, but there are no closures, so it's a bit of an odd one. But yeah, I put on there that I wasn't so sure about it at first, but I'd said I was going to do the challenge, so I wanted to try, even if things aren't my style, I wanted to try everything, because you never know. And that's what kind of happened. Initially I put this on with, I don't know, I didn't like it for probably about the first 5 minutes. And then, I don't know what happened, but I've started to kind of like it. Yeah, it keeps growing on me more and more, to the point where I actually wore it to work the other day, and do you know, I've never had so many nice compliments about anything I've made before. People really seem to like it. I don't know whether it's because it suits me, or whether it's just because it's quite a cool style. I think it's quite a cool style, but yes, I'm really glad I made it now. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do this early, because a lot of people have been messaging and saying they weren't sure about it and they didn't think they were going to give it a try. And there's a couple of people who have said, oh yeah, I saw your little picture of it and I might give it a go, because you seem to have taken to it. So this really is for anybody who is joining in the Sew My Style, or even who has seen the cardigan and are kind of on the fence. Go for it, I think. It's a bit of a funny one with the fabric, because a lot of people seem to be struggling with that. I was quite lucky because Shona of the YouTube channel So She Show, I'm sure some of you have seen her already. Anyway, she was having a de-stash last month, I think, and there were a couple of things I saw, and this fabric was one of them, and I saw it and I kind of really liked the look of it. It actually reminded me of a fabric that the linden swap I was doing. The person who made me my linden used something that there's a similar feel to it, and I love that top so much. So yeah, just, you know who you are. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favourite tops ever. Really is. I've worn it to death, so I would wear it now and show everybody, but it really needs to be washed, because I just keep wearing it all the time. But this fabric reminded me of that, and so I bought it, and the second it came through, it was actually weightier than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be a bit lighter, and it wasn't. It was weightier, and the second I saw it, I was like, oh, you know, my Sonia, what fabric shall I use trauma is well and truly over, because I knew I was going to use it for that as soon as I saw it. So guys, it doesn't have to be some cable knit or anything. I think a decent Ponte style like fabric would do really well for it. But yeah, I really have never got so many compliments before, and I know some people have been wearing it. You can wear it so many different types of ways. So if you see, you can actually, sorry about my gap top, but you can kind of wear it like that with the lapels going down. And Jess from Little Miss Lorraine, if you haven't seen hers, she actually made a little belt tie, and I'm going to do that at some point, so you can kind of nip in the waist. Me personally, I have been wearing it, sorry, just like that. I actually kind of like it just boxy. If I feel a little bit nippy, I can kind of tuck it in, but mostly it's just like that. And because I've got, I don't know if you can see it, let's see if I can point down. Can you see it? No, yeah, you can't really. My t-shirt's longer line, and it seems to work with a dip down hem. So this is it. I'm so pleased with it. I really am so pleased with it. So for anybody who's on the fence about making this, I say give it a go. I think you'll be surprised. It's really lovely, and I'm really looking forward to making loads more of their patterns, because yeah, they're really good. I will say one thing that did throw me, and I don't know if anybody else found this, but when I was attaching the facing to the bottom of the, but anyway, in the instructions it says to sew the facing to the bottom of this, but the thing is the facing's shorter. Now there is a notch on the side, so what I did was I just folded the bottom bit up. Well, I sewed it so that the facing and the bottom bit, they weren't the same length. There was about that much difference, so the facing was that much shorter. So when I was catching the facing at the bottom, I was catching only about a couple of millimeters of it, and then obviously then when I folded the bottom bit up, it reduced bulk, so that seemed to work quite well. I don't know if anybody else has done it any other way. I hope that made sense. That sounded a bit all over the place, but yeah, the two pieces are not the same length. The jacket piece and the facing piece. The facing piece is about an inch shorter, an inch and a half. But when you fold the bottom of the jacket piece up and over, it, like I said, it kind of all works out. And there is a notch to show you where to fold the jacket piece. And when you do stitch the facing to the jacket using the seam allowance they give you, like I said, it does just catch it. So just in case, because in the drawings in the instruction book, it makes it look like the facing and the jacket are both the same length. So I don't know if anybody else has done it differently and they've kind of stretched the facing to kind of meet it. If you did, let me know. Did that work out better for you? But I think the way I've done it, I couldn't be happier with the finish, to be honest. If you look at it, I think it's finished rather nicely, but I wish I could show you. I've actually stitched it all down now, but if you can see it, do you see that little bit there is the bottom of the facing? So I've kind of stitched it together, and you can see how little of the facing was actually caught. So I haven't snipped any of that off. So that is what I'm talking about. And then you can see obviously that much more there was of the actual jacket, the front bodice piece. So yeah, if anybody else did do it any better or any differently, do feel free to comment below. But that is the only thing I found was any kind of an issue. The rest of it was a really, really easy make. And it's just, it's really lovely and really comfy. So yeah, go for it. Next make I want to do is these. This is actually a part of my make 9. These are the Sew Over It Ultimate Pyjamas. These are what I've been wanting to make since they came out, to be honest. It's a big hole in my wardrobe, is casual lounge around the house trousers. For some reason they all seem to die at the same time, and so I've spent most of winter walking around the house in kind of jogging bottoms that only reach up to my knees. So I've had very cold bottom half of my legs for all of winter. So I really, really need to crack on with some of these. So yeah, I've got this material, which is what it's kind of like a brushed cotton flannelly type. I think it's supposed to be a shirting of some sort, but it's that kind of, you know, you get these really soft kind of lumberjacky style shirts. It's that kind of feel, so brushed cotton really. But I think this will just make some really nice casual. The ultimate pyjamas are a little bit oversized, very relaxed, and just what I need. If they go well, I'll probably, and it looks like it's only really 3 pieces, so it looks like it's going to be a really quick make. If it is, then I might make more than 1 pair if they fit all nicely, because I have kind of adjusted it. I've added an extra inch, I think, to the length of the legs, and I've also added an inch to the rise because I'm 5'10.5" ish. I think I'm shrinking with age, but anyway, I'm about 5'10.5", so I thought that might be a good idea, because I think probably with my carry trousers I could probably do with adding an inch or half an inch to the rise as well. So those are my plans next. So rather than doing a big makes video, I think if I just aim for the next one, there's more chance that I'm going to actually get it done. So that's me. I think next video, if I can actually get it done in time, I'm going to do my make 9. Just so you can see kind of what I've got planned. I may still swap some of them out, I don't know. I may stick with the list I put on Instagram. I may have a little think about it and change a couple, I don't know. But the ultimate pyjamas are one of those anyway, so yeah. That's my plans. Love the Sonia cardigan. Named patterns, excellent job. If you like this video, please feel free to like and or subscribe. I really appreciate it. And before I forget, I just wanted to say a huge thank you. Obviously last video I told everybody about my health condition and how it had been kind of affecting me, and I feel so 100 times better now. But I was really touched by all the warm messages that everybody sent, and all the kind of the stories as well that people told me about how they or someone they've known has been affected by it. There's some poor people out there who are suffering so badly, and it's just, it is crazy. But you know, you're not alone. There's a lot of us out there, and there's some great forums, there's some great there's loads of people on Instagram do talk about it as well. But just huge thank you for everybody who reached out and just said such nice things and kind things, because it just meant a lot. It really did, and it just put such a smile on my face, really. So thank you. Right, so I shall see you hopefully very soon, and thanks for coming and stopping by. All right, bye.